Welcome to a United Logistics and Military Corporation, or ULMC, a Star Citizen Organization's guide to the Gladiator. The Gladiator is marketed as a carrier-based light torpedo fighter bomber, and its standalone price as of April 2016 is $165. It's pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. As such, as one would expect from a fighter bomber, it has a bunch of missile pylons, 4 of them, and currently mounted with twin racks, giving you a total of 8 missiles, plus a bomb bay, which currently is outfitted with 4 size 5 missiles, in lieu of eventually they will be size 1 torpedoes. Now, the difference between missile gameplay and torpedo gameplay is kind of an unknown at this point in time. Essentially, from what we've been told, torpedoes will be very large, less tracking, less maneuverable missiles. So, until we can see that, we're not going to know for sure. Now, it can fight its way into a target. It is capable of dogfighting. It has 2 size 3 guns, and then a manned turret with 2 size 1 guns. However, if nobody's in the turret, those weapons default to pilot controlled as though they were gimbaled weapons. Whether or not that mechanic will remain in place without the use of some sort of special targeting turret or computerized targeting system in the future is yet to remain to be seen. However, putting a man in that turret right now is detrimental to overall platform effectiveness. Everybody who's manned that turret has said it's a miserable experience, and everybody who's flown with a guy in the turret has told us that it is a bad experience for them as well, because the taking away of those 2 guns from the pilot just decreases the ability to inflict damage on an enemy tremendously. But this ship lives or dies by the state of missile gameplay. If missile gameplay is bad in Arena Commander or the universe, flying the ship is a pretty miserable experience. If missile gameplay is pretty good, it's actually a decent experience flying the ship in the universe. Now, it has a top speed in cruise mode of 510, and in maneuvering mode, or space combat maneuvering mode, it has a top speed of around 175, 180. This puts it in line with, say, an Aurora or the Freelancer, somewhere right around that range in terms of speeds, meaning you're not going to be able to hunt down faster fighters. At the same point, you're not going to be able to outrun them unless you go to a quantum jump. And it does actually right now carry a pretty decent amount of quantum fuel. So the short-range carrier-based fighter will have to see how it behaves when they introduce jump mechanics and just how much fuel it'll take to undertake hyperspace jumps from system to system. For its role within United Logistics and Military Corporation, well, we plan on utilizing this as its intended role, as a short to medium range torpedo bomber and heavy strike fighter. Expect to see these being flown in pairs in support of fighter squadrons that will be going in to conduct fighter sweeps or being utilized to hit larger targets, which will become more apparent when things like the Starfarer are introduced into the universe here, probably sooner rather than later, it looks like at this point. So that's how we plan to utilize Gladiators. If you have one and would like to join us, we usually fly on Saturday afternoons about 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And you can find us at ulmc.co or on TeamSpeak at ts3.ulmc.co. Until later, see you next time.